You gonna continue to be a weak man and say woe is me and like just let people walk all over you, or are you gonna take your life by the balls, by the horns, and be like, nah, screw this. I'm going out there and I'm getting it done. Alright, so this video is a long time coming, and pretty much got the idea out of a request from someone who told me I had no credibility on the subject until I made a video like this. And honestly, like, I wouldn't say they're entirely right, because they don't know my credibility, but at the same time, it's only appropriate that I make a video like this. Because if you've been paying attention to any of my videos that talked about Red Pill or MGTOW content, a lot of times it could be seen as I am against it, or that I am attacking it, when in reality, I'm only criticizing it. Regardless of the point, the topic of this video is how we got here. As in Red Pill, Manosphere, MGTOW, how that all came to be. Because things have just gotten absolutely crazy. So this video could realistically be like a 45-minute long video if I wanted to go into very nuanced things and just get deep and in depth and talk about everything to the smallest little detail, but I'm not going to do that for sake of time, and also because I would rather just be spending my day outside. Even though I guess I am at this point, spending my day outside talking to you guys. Looks like I'm talking to myself, but that's aside the point. Normal in this day and age. But the dating world has been, for at least a decade now, then probably even a little bit more, a complete disaster. Like, all this probably got really worse starting around the late 2000s. And men are sick and tired of it, and I understand that they are, and I know why. Like, I 110% agree with it. Like, one, nowadays, especially post the virus, one of the main ways to meet someone is on online dating, and it's horribly skewed, because unless you're like a top 5% man, you're not going to get many matches on any online dating site. Like, you can, but it's a lot harder. And bleeding over from that pickiness online, it goes into real life, where a lot of women become a lot more selective even in real life, and they see these men online. It's just the online era. They see men that are making six figures and are tall and just perfect top 5% man, and they don't realize it's top 5% man. Like, they're living in la la land because they think, oh yeah, no, my guy's gotta make, at least $1 million, and it's like, bro, that no one makes that. I mean, people do, obviously, but the median salary in the United States is what, like $60,000, something like that? Maybe even less than that, to be honest with you. I honestly think it is less, and it should be more, but that's a whole completely other topic that we talk about. And if you want me to get into politics and stuff like that, let me know. And even if you don't, I'm probably going to get into it anyways, because the whole system is crazy and people are so completely different sides. But anyways, that's aside the point. We have all that going on, and on top of that, the laws that we have are still written for, like, when we were in the 1960s, when the man was the only provider, and he had to go out and work while the woman stayed home and took care of householding duties. So a man could get married and have some crazy allegation put against him that's not true, like some kind of abuse, or even, like, and even worse, is just the woman's unhappy and decides to leave, and she gets half of his stuff. And the crazy part is if, like, for example, if I got married, even if I had a prenup and she didn't, she would still get half my stuff, because the lawyer would be able to say that the woman in question signed it under duress, because I pretty much held the ring over her head, and now it'd be okay for them to be like, yeah, your prenup is null and void. And I mean, even now they say you should both get prenups. You get a prenup for you, and she gets a prenup for her, and you got to put it in a way that it's just that you're both protecting your own assets. And even then, that might not even fully work out. And especially like if you do get when you get a cheating clause, and you hold back and sit up with all the evidence and have that, so you get to keep all your crap, and that puts us into the segue of the cheating. The cheating is crazy. Most men don't do it, but I feel like it's gotten to a point where women have assumed and just gotten the story that all men cheat, so now that they're able to, they just do it, and it's not okay. Like, why would you ever get with a woman that wants to not be faithful or to even have an open relationship? And you hear a lot of red pill guys and MGTOW guys talk about this when they say, if a woman brings up an open relationship, it's game over. That's 110% true. Because if they bring that up, that means that they're either thinking about cheating or they're going to, or they have been cheating. And if you say no, they're probably going to just be like, okay, he's not cool with it, but I can be sly and keep it under the works. Or they're going to leave you. Or a combination of the two in any different kind of order. So you might as well just leave. But I could go on and on and on about the craziness of this world. So the men out there listening to this, and even the women that understand this side of the story, I hear you, I see you. My videos have not been to attack anyone in this space. It's just meant to open your mind and your eyes to get past the female part, because the way I see it, and I've said this in another video, is that if you stay stuck on this, is that you're stuck on the lesson, and you're stuck on the hurt and on the pain. And trust me, dude, I've been there. I was there for years. But I'm at the point now, and I know I'm past the lesson now, because that stuff doesn't concern me anymore. It's like, yeah, sometimes I still think about trying to find a girl to either sleep with for the night or do whatever, or just to have someone in a long-term relationship, but I'm not stuck on the old past, and I'm not stuck on what might happen, because I'm smart enough now to know the signs that when I meet someone, it's like, oh, yeah, no, that's a red flag, and I'm just being real about it. I've detached my emotion from the partner finding portion of my life. But I've also wanted to say, and it's said in my videos, is that there is so much more to the red pill MGTOW movement, and just the women. Because yeah, you could talk about the women all you want, but like I said, you're harping on it and you're just stuck on that, and it's like, bro, it's not making you any better. Even if you don't want to date women ever again, it's not making you any better. You're just harping on this, being all sad and down about it. You could be outgoing, bettering your life, and learning how to do better things. If you see other videos that I have, a lot of them are about making your mind right, getting yourself right, so that you get yourself in a position that you can take opportunities to better yourself as a man. And I mean, I've done it, and it was funny seeing how I went from chasing women to now women chase me. It's sort of hilarious. And obviously not all of them, but like, I see it now where I'm just like, wow. And even chicks like 10 years ago that were just like, no, you're just a friend, and now they're just all up in my DMs trying to fucking hang out with me and stuff like that. It's funny. But yeah, I have nothing against you guys. I just know that there's a lot more out there, and anytime I see red pill content, it's just mostly, oh, women ain't shit. But on my first red pill video that I made, one person talked about uncomfortable truths, and he's right. This is the only uncomfortable truth that most people talk about, though, is the female side. It's like, there's honestly, and this is what I want to get into too, is this whole crazy thing going on overseas, that like we're about to be in World War III, the fact that our leadership is financially ruining our country. Like, there's endless stuff that I want to talk about, and that's honestly what the Lost Tribe is about. That I want to get into things that are hard truths, and also elevate people's minds, because if you don't elevate your minds, either while taking the hard truths or before taking the hard truths, you're just going to end up like a black pill or a doomerist, I guess they would call them now too. Is, oh, there's no way to change it. It's just going to happen. Woe is me. Da da da. Well, of course no one's going to change it because you're not the one getting up and changing it. The Lost Tribe is about people getting up off their asses and changing stuff and being like, do you know what? No one's going to do it, so I have to do it. No matter what it is in your life. That's the key to this channel, because they have that saying, strong men make good times make weak men make hard times, and hard times make strong men. We're in the hard times right now. So are you going to continue to be a weak man? Not saying that you are, whoever's watching this, but like this is more directed towards the black pill Zoomer people, or Doomer, I should say, apologize. Are you going to continue to be a weak man and say, woe is me, and like just let people fucking walk all over you? Or are you going to take your life by the balls, by the horns, and be like, nah, screw this shit. I'm going out there and I'm getting it done. I might get flagged for the amount of curses I just said, but you see how adamant I am when I'm talking to you about this. That's why I'm cursing, because this is serious business to me. But anyways, I'm going to ramble on forever now that I'm at 12 minutes, although it's definitely going to be edited because there were a little bit of spaces in there. My name is Brendan. This is the Lost Tribe. If you like that speech, please hit the like button, leave a comment. If you want me to do anything, like any topic that you want me to talk about, or if you want to talk about the stuff that I just talked about today, leave a comment. Hit that subscribe button if you're a real man. Just kidding. No, I mean, just if you just like the content, hit that subscribe button, and hit that push notification bell, because that's the way you're going to get this stuff handed to you. I do want to make either a Discord or something else. Like, I am on Rumble if you want to find me on Rumble, but Rumble just because I do on YouTube too. I mean, it's not blowing up just yet. But yeah, when I get a Discord or some kind of like locals kind of thing that is a community that we could all hang out at, I'll let you know when we got that going on too. So anyways, before I ramble on, my name is Brendan. This is the Lost Tribe. It's an absolutely beautiful day out here. Didn't mean to blind you with that sun. The leaves are on the trees right now, and while it's windy, I do want to be outside. So take it easy, guys. Peace out. Talk to you later.